I hear it often said that the elections are due by September. That is not constitutionally correct. What the Constitution provides for is an outer life for the date of Parliament, and that is 5 years, and the life of the Parliament commences on the first sitting of the Parliament after general elections, not when the general elections are held, because we know that the electoral laws require formalities to be complied with about counting, and sometimes space has to be given for recounts, judicial recounts. So it's important for all Jamaicans to understand that the life of the Parliament is not fixed, because we do not have fixed date elections, but the outer life of the Parliament is 5 years. And if elections are not called sooner, the Parliament automatically dissolves on the 5th anniversary after its first sitting.
Technically, she's right about the constitutional rules, but realistically, elections better be called by September if the government knows what's good for them. If Parliament's first sitting was in late 2020, that means its 5-year lifespan ends sometime in late 2025. But since elections must be held within 3 months after dissolution, waiting too long could push elections into 2026, which is politically risky. Most governments don't wait until the last minute because it can look desperate or like they're clinging to power. The opposition will control the narrative, making it seem like the government is afraid. The longer they wait, the more things can go wrong. Scandals, economic downturns, protests, etc. So while she's being technical, common sense says elections should be called by September or at least before year-end to keep things smooth. They're dragging it out because they know once they call elections, anything can happen, and they're clearly not feeling too confident. When a government is sure of victory, they call elections early, ride the momentum, and lock in another term. But when they stall like this, it's usually because poll numbers shaky, they're either not as popular as they claim or worried about losing key seats. Worried about the bad economy, waiting for the right moment, hoping for a distraction, like a big project launch, to shift public opinion. But the longer they wait, the more they look weak and afraid. In 2020, the Prime Minister wasted no time calling a snap election, riding high on praise for his handling of COVID-19. Back then, the country was locked down, and he was seen as a strong leader. The result? A landslide victory. Fast forward to 2025, and it's a completely different story. Crime is rampant, the cost of living is unbearable, and frustration is growing. Suddenly, the same government that rushed to the polls in 2020 is stalling, delaying, and avoiding setting a date.